Tell me about your client, your student again.
Not too much. My student, I think he's 8 years old, maybe 9 years old, maybe 10, maybe
Okay.
10 actually.
How old is he?
He said we were practicing a song. It's our third week doing it. No pressure. We've just begun the season. He says, "Oh, I can't. I don't know what to say. You guys went too long." He said, "You guys started the chorus too early. I don't even know. I didn't get
You're
to finish
sick.
my part."
You're sick. You're sick. And I'm sure that's exactly how he sounded. Because I'm all too familiar with that kid voice. Not that kid's voice, but that kid voice.
I don't know. I said, "Why are you crying? Like, it's okay.
Why
I
was he
made a
crying?
mistake. You tell me.
Okay. I am the
You
therapist
would know.
here. Which
You would know better than
in
I
case
do."
you missed it, I'm a therapist. I'm a therapist. No, I'm gonna let that
Oh.
go. I actually really want to let that go. I don't want that. That's not a defining characteristic of mine. Can I just ask really quickly, what does it sound like when I laugh in the microphone?
Well, I haven't heard you laugh once so far, so.
Good.
Wait, see, I couldn't hear you.
You gonna hear me 1 second ago?
I couldn't hear you laugh. No, wait, your signature laugh? The that one?
Yes. Yes. And the high pitched scream that happens every once in a while.
Wait, go ahead, do it again.
I mean, it comes naturally. I can't force it.
Oh.
But I'll just make sure to eat the microphone the whole time so you can hear it.
I can hear a little bit of that.
So you're telling me I have to have a low pitched laugh? I can't. That's not what
I
comes
think so.
naturally to
Can
me.
you hear when I laugh?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I can hear that laugh now.
Yes, I
That's
did. I
better.
did
That's
hear
that's
that.
good.
So I just gotta be sure to keep it low. Keep it low. Keep it slow. So you stay in the know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
That
sorry.
feels
I'm sorry.
freaky.
I'm sorry.
Keep it low, keep it slow.
Oh, maybe it does sound a little freaky.
Okay, but let's introduce first.
Allow me to hold on. Who said that before I actually say it on here? Who said that? Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. Jay Z said that.
Yep,
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
I don't wanna
So
quote him right
do
now.
with that what you will. Do with that what you will. You know what he used to be doing to them women. Cut that.
Allegedly.
Production cut that.
Welcome back to Are We the Villain?
Ooh, ooh. AWTV
I
pod.
yes, I am M, and this lovely lady here is
MC. I'm feeling so bashful today.
okay.
Mhm.
And we're just two best friends here to chat. So thanks for coming in to listen. Um, I always like to start as a therapist. I always like to start with how we're feeling. How we feeling today?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling like the vibes are neutral.
Okay.
Vibes neutral. Thumbs also neutral.
Vibes new, thumbs new. Love
Vibes
to
new,
hear it.
thumbs new. What about you?
I would actually say the same for me. Because let's be honest, I'm ready to go to bed. So vibes are new. But I'm actually feeling pretty good today. So yeah, I would also say nude. On those thumbs as well. Um,
We
yeah,
are two girls in the nude.
two nude girls. Okay, just nuding
Wait,
it up in here.
that's the honest to God truth about being in the nude.
That's the honest to God truth about net neutrality. Let's get into it. No, I'm kidding. But that is an important topic. But that's not what we're taking time for today. Is there something on your heart you'd like to take some time about?
They being Big Brother, trying to take away the T
Amen.
from LGBT.
Oh my gosh, they are.
And let me say, I wish they would. And I
No.
wish somebody of y'all would. No, I'm like, wait, not like that. Wait, I'm saying like, I wish they would like try it.
Sorry, my bad, my bad, my bad. I definitely read that the wrong way. My mistake. Sarcasm.
No, I'm not saying like I want them to. Like, yeah, I'm saying I wish they would. Like,
They're
it's not gonna
trying.
work.
They're doing their darndest, actually, unfortunately. But the way they have already, they queer community in general, they already fucking hate. So, but specifically, oh my gosh, the trans community, like Jesus is Lord.
No, and that makes me sick to my stomach. One of my best friends, Kiers, I love you, Mama.
I hope you heard
She
that
is
too.
a she's a trans woman, and I really appreciate her for like candidly sharing the struggle she goes through. Of course, just as a trans woman, period, but
Hmm.
specifically with other members of the LGBTQ community, she deals with a lot of prejudice, a lot of um,
Yeah.
negativity, and like, damn, the government is already hates all of us. So, like, at least within our communities, let's love one another.
If we
But
could.
yeah, to hell with that shit. It's gonna be LGBTQIA plus till I die, and I'll ride for my trans people because what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Specifically, transgender people are being targeted. I think we've seen it for years, targeted with the accusations of pedophilia, targeted with like, and I can't even get into the ridiculousness of it all. But this population, this community has been targeted very specifically. What did this guy just do? He just signed something to ban transgender women from participating in women's sports. I think. I'm sorry. I have a really bad memory, so but I know it's something in that area. It's something about that. That's fucked up. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? But like I said, I there's actually quite literally too much that they have done or and are
Literally,
trying to do. They as in just general people um
yeah. Big brother.
to yes, to rid trans people of existing. By the way, they fucking exist. You can't they're here.
By the way,
Okay.
they exist and we love them and we need them and we're all human and
Yeah.
just shut the hell up. Like, isn't it? I've sorry. As far as I know, it's people who aren't part of the LGBTQ plus community that are trying to do things like take away the T. Is that true?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many
Now,
no, I think
yes.
it sounds like we already both know. Go ahead.
Just the way people that are within the community want to take away trans rights. And if that's the case, I ask you to just look in the mirror and take a good long look.
Or
And
just shut
when you look in the mirror, think to yourself, one day this face will no longer exist. One day this face will be 6 feet under. And when that's the case, do you want your legacy to be one of hatred, one of bigotry, one of division, one of repression, taking away people's rights, or do you want to rest peacefully, knowing that you allowed all people to have the rights that they deserve? Because we're all human. Sorry,
no need
Ma.
to apologize. You're exactly right. I think part of the problem is that people don't really care about the harm that they're causing. They just don't really give a fuck. Um, so they actually rest easy at night knowing the harm that they're causing to trans communities, queer communities, other marginalized groups. They do not give a fuck. I think that's the
And
problem. We need to get people to give a fuck. And I know I said no more giving a fuck, but we got to give a fuck about some things.
We must.
Some things, some people,
We
please.
must.
All
And
people.
you might sleep well at night, but inshallah, pain is coming your way. Wait, no. Something you've earned.
Yes, that's something you earned, you put in your hard work for.
Mhm.
But yes, yeah.
For our trans listeners, even our trans non-listeners, for everyone who is trans and experiencing repression or oppression, and other people who are experiencing those things, these two young ladies included, we have one another. We love you. We see you. You are very much present to us. And we know that our communities and our lives would not be the same without your presence and the grace and the kindness and the strength and the love that you so generously give. And so, y'all keep doing your thing and we'll keep supporting y'all. And F all that other shit. For
And
real.
you deserve so much more than this.
But we're fighting for a better world. One conversation at a time, one one hug, one redacted
One
at a time.
love, one heart. That's your guy.
Let's get together and feel
Feel
alright.
alright.
Okay.
No, that could go
Speaking
on for
of,
a minute, so we should just cut that off.
seriously, and if y'all ever want us to kind of do just a straight episode of just singing, let me say, M was in musical theater growing up. She could absolutely take the reins on that. I am currently a musician and I can keep up. I will not be able to lead necessarily,
She's
but I can
ridiculous.
keep up.
You would be leading. I cannot.
Is it so bad that I want to follow your lead?
As the man in this relationship, yes. No, I'm kidding.
Look at these heteronormative labels that she so desperately tries to. By the way, yes, I am the man in the
No, she,
relationship. I
no,
almost
she's
knocked out my
exactly
tooth with
right.
this mic. Are you kidding me? I'm sure they heard that thud.
Damn, I did it. Okay.
Okay, there is
Okay,
one other thing that I want to take time for.
please.
So, if you listened to the first episode, thank you so much. If you didn't, go ahead and take the time right now to listen. We're gonna link it up here somewhere. Don't know where necessarily, but either here or also in the description. Either way,
Somewhere.
during our first episode, we talked about the ice raids and how it is a very dangerous and scary time for our undocumented citizens. And my best friend, Jessica, who's also a public school teacher, she listened to the episode and she said, in relation to the US government, you expect us to take a bullet for our students, but want us to hand them over to ICE officers? I said, wow. Teachers are supposed to be the first line of defense
Yeah.
whenever there's a school shooter, which by the way has been the leading cause of death among the age of 1 to 18 for the past since
Oh
2020.
my gosh.
So
Wow.
let's see how many school shootings we've had school shootings in
In
2025.
2025,
Yep.
if it's over 100, I'm gonna. Bitch, if
Um
it's one, like I shouldn't even say that.
2025 list. Oh
And I know
god.
we've had one because I remember reading about it. We've had at least one.
Okay. So, we've currently had 31 shootings, mass shootings. I'm not going to say school shootings.
All right.
We've had 31 mass shootings as of January 31st. Mind you, today is what, February 10th?
You said 31 on January
Mass
31st? You're telling
yes,
me
and we're
one per
talking
day?
our teachers deserve so much better. Our students deserve so much better. Our undocumented citizens deserve so much better. Wake
Oh
up.
my. Maybe this is a separate tangent, but you speaking about it made me think about it. Um, just the fact that I feel like we are so desensitized to how fucked up everything is right now. Like thinking about a second ago when you were talking about mass shootings, you said 31, and in my head I was like, I think I even said out loud, if it's not 100, blah, 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 or whatever, one, one. I'm sorry, and you're these children are in danger quite literally every single day,
Every day.
and you are asking them, okay, you're asking teachers first of all, hey, I know you just signed up to teach some kids, but could you also potentially just, like, I don't know, protect them with your entire life? And of course, they're gonna do it because they fucking love the kids. But are you fucking kidding me?
But that is when I say like, and honestly, I would love to do a whole
What?
separate episode on the psychology of school shootings, on the
Oh my God.
psychology and the sociology of this shit. Not that I have any, what's it called, certifications to speak on it. I have, but I will. We will. But it really is so backward to give one of the most to give people who have one of the most important jobs, who gets paid one of the least or the lowest salaries for 8 hours a day. They have responsibility over several children, several more than several children, a lot of kids. And then
Yeah.
in that time you also say, as a government, we will not protect these kids from death. In fact, oh damn, another school shooting. What can we
Mm,
do?
nothing we could do. Actually, you know what we can do? Thoughts and prayers.
It's not like we can make firearms less accessible, because then if they're
Never.
less accessible, then who's gonna buy them with all
Who's
of their
gonna spend that
money?
money? Who's gonna spend that much money?
Yeah, anyway, I would love to talk about more in another episode if y'all would like. But also, I know it's a very heavy topic, so I don't want to.
I want to talk about it, so I'd be happy to talk about it in another
Yes,
episode.
yes, I would love to talk about it. But
No
for
offense, but I
today,
don't really care what y'all like.
let me just say that teachers, we see
Uh-huh.
you, we appreciate you, and students, stay strong and have each other's
Oh my.
backs, and like, what else can we say? Like, damn.
This this just is like a reminder of we're asking too much. And it's not even I don't even know how to say what I'm trying to say. But like I'm hearing you say to the kids, stay strong, keep going. And this is not your fault, obviously. But it's like you're saying to the kids, stay strong, teachers, do what you can. Oh my fucking gosh.
This is like dystopia.
Again, I feel like we are so we've seen it so many times, we've experienced it, we've oh the news, oh it's another. Can we all please sit for a second? Can we all please sit for a second and recognize how serious all of this is? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. But
And
yes,
like,
exactly what you're saying. Literally all that we can offer is stay strong, do what you
I
can.
see you and I'm thinking of you. We'll do what we can. But also, like, I am just sorry. And this shit really
Yeah.
sucks. And it's disappointing. But for now, I
Mhm.
guess we have to move on.
Yeah. Yeah. Things are so fucked. Sometimes that's all you can really do.
Well, something I do want to talk about is the fact that M and I popped up with a podcast. And
Yeah, and I did
so
do
many
that.
people said, wait, y'all have a podcast? Wait, when did this happen?
Well, actually, just last week when you think about it, or 2 weeks ago. I don't
And
know.
that's
Timeline.
That's the
Yeah.
power of moving in silence. Like when you don't let bitches know your next move, real bitches move in silence.
Ah.
Yes, we've been working on a podcast for a minute.
We have actually for months.
And then you wake up one you
Oh
and then you
my
wake up
goodness.
one morning and we got a podcast.
No, this is actually kind of exciting because you saying that right then again just reminded me, damn, we've been working on this for months and here we actually are. By the
They
way,
would
we're
never
sitting
know because
here. But no, I love not telling people about the things that I'm doing these days. Not even to be mysterious, though I do love to be mysterious.
oh yeah, well
um,
100%.
and not even to be mysterious, but just because I don't think I'm good enough at follow through to tell people about things before I have followed through on them.
Yes.
And quite literally, I think part of the only reason that this did have follow through, if you ask me, is because of this young lady right here. Because,
Not true. Not true.
and again, also going back, I tried this with another friend. We didn't end up making a podcast. She actually did end up making a podcast with some other people. So when you think about it,
And I love that.
the villain,
But
the villain in this podcast story is myself. And you brought
don't
us
say
here.
that.
You are the hero. You're the hero. You brought us to the light.
I think I'm actually the worst person that I know.
What? Don't. Don't, because I'll come through this computer right now.
The reason why this podcast has come into fruition is because these two young ladies have come together and we've worked on something together. There's
Sure.
no way in hell I could have done
Sure.
this shit by myself. What are you talking
Me
about?
neither.
Like, we do everything together. That's how it's going to be. We're going to raise our children
Together.
together. We're going to
Amen.
get
God willing.
married together. No, you're going to
Say
get
more
married
about
before
that
me.
one. Okay.
You're definitely going to get
Okay.
married before me. But maybe we can get
Yes.
married on the podcast as well together. Once I can
Aw.
find a partner. Once I can actually find
Yes.
someone who doesn't get tired of me after a few
Then we can
months. For
then we can share that information together. Is that
oh
what
my
you
gosh,
mean
speaking
by
of dating, yes. No, no, no. I mean like actually have a ceremony on the podcast. We can
oh
have one we can have one moderator or what's it
oh
called? Oh,
not a receptionist, the wet officiant.
a receptacle. Yes, an officiant.
No, ma'am.
Have one officiant and then two couples. Me and my partner, you and
The love of
on
my life.
my brother-in-law.
You have
My
to. You have
brother-in-law.
to. He's here, by the way. Not here physically, but I mean, like, you have to. He's here in my life. You have to accept him.
Oh, I thought you were saying, what the fuck do you mean he's here? Where? Show your
No, that would
face,
be
coward.
crazy. No, 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 no. First of all, you would
Show
know
your
that
face, you
already.
beautiful bastard. Okay, yeah, 100%. You've been, if I can air out your business really quick,
Please.
you've been in a long distance relationship for, como se dice, 3 years.
E- Yes. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I
um,
have.
now to me, that sounds like two things. It sounds like either a dream come true or torture.
Okay, well, it's kind of a mix.
Willful torture, by the way. No, maybe not willful.
It's definitely a mix. I would say it's a mix. Um, gosh, just because 3 years, 3 years and 2 months, not to
Oh
be
God.
specific, but it has it has been some torture in a sense. There was a point in time when both of us had more money and it didn't feel so much like torture because we could just visit each other. Really, he would come visit me. Sorry, I was in school, but he would visit
Period.
me like once a month. And that was really great. And then, finances have become really difficult. So also he started going to school, so he was less able to visit. But then also, like I said, finances. So we were not really able to visit each other as often as we wanted. And that shit sucks. I hate that. I hate that so much. I
Yeah.
hate it so much. Um, but dream come true just in the sense that if this is the only way that I get this guy, then this is what it is for now.
Oh,
Because I don't know, like this is obviously is not what we want to stay in or what we want to be in forever. But this is if this is the only way for us to be together right now, well, I would much rather be with you long distance than not
mm.
be with you at all. So definitely dream come true in that sense.
Y'all give it up for Black Love. Hashtag Black Love in the comments.
Ridiculous. You are so
No, I'm
ridiculous.
kidding.
But I
Well,
have
actually, oh, sorry.
no, I was just gonna say, but I have most of my relationships at this point are long distance. Or most of my relationships. Like most people are located somewhere very, very far away from me. I have family community that I've been building here where I am currently and I love them dearly. But the people that I've known like most of my life, the people that I've known since university, et cetera, those people are very, very far away. And that is so hard. But I am so grateful to live in a place where I have access to technology and I can call people. Well, I don't call, but people can call me.
I'm not gonna do that.
People can call me and I might answer. I don't know, but at least we can text. We can text all the time if I respond because I am unfortunately very busy and sometimes I don't respond to that either. I'm a really shitty friend, let's be honest, and that is where I am the villain.
You're not a shitty friend at all. You're my best friend.
No, no, no. But I mean, when it comes to communication, I'm really bad at that, and I'm really trying to get better. But
With the rest of y'all, not with me. She's good with me, so sorry.
you're so ridiculous. But yes, I'm trying to get better with a lot of people. Because I don't know, I love and care about so many people that are not physically here with me, and with
Yeah.
ADHD, people not being present. Oh, it's very hard. It's just very hard.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get stuck in like the everything of my everyday and be like, oh, fuck, I have not called this person that actually means everything to me in a
Literally
month.
have not spoken to them in, oh, I was gonna say 6 months, but yeah.
Well, that too. No, because there are people like that as well.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah. But anyway, so long distance relationships for me are very hard, but that's most of my relationships. Um,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel similarly. Actually, no, I think I do feel differently. So,
Tell me more.
well, yeah, same. A lot of my really, really good friendships, especially all of my college slash university relationships are long distance at this point, you included. Um, Jade, BC, Jordan, and more people long distance.
She said, and
Morgan,
the
long
rest of
distance.
y'all.
I said, "Wait, are y'all my only friends from university still?" It's crazy.
Hey.
No, I'm sure there are more. There are plenty more. But yeah, a lot of my friendships are long distance. As you said, I also have some good community in my city, in my hometown, so that's wonderful. But I will say with romantic relationships, like, and I feel like this is controversial,
Get into
and
it.
I think I've expressed this to you before,
I'm excited
but
for it.
like when I say being long distance for 3 years is dream come true, I just mean like I feel like I feel like I'm learning that in a relationship, I prefer to be long distance just currently at this moment.
Heck
Like if
yeah.
I have too much access to you, I'm gonna take you for granted.
Said I
Okay, hold
will
on.
overuse that. I will take advantage.
I will really I but also like I don't know. Like I just love that feeling of a jewel, a gem. I just love the feeling of like longing for someone.
Mhm.
And both of my romantic relationships up until this point, because I've only been in two, and like you used up, I'm literally, that's not even funny.
What's
Not
wrong
even
with you?
funny. I'm actually joking. joking.
No, that's actually so funny. I think that's hilarious. As one of the people that's not used up. No, I'm kidding. No, that's
We are
very
not
sick.
slut
No, we are
shaming,
not shaming any sex
but also
or
it's
anything
okay
like
to
that.
we don't have to slut shame, we can slut recognize. Is that
I
different?
love I love a slut recognized. Yes, get into it.
There's nothing wrong with that, and honestly, slay mama, period queen.
Yes, a slut within you.
But mama, a slut within you, mama.
But yes, you were talking. You said two relationships.
Oh yeah, like they've both my romantic relationships have been long distance at some point. And that feeling of like yearning and like missing and just like going to bed alone and like, oh, is he thinking about me? Oh my God, inject that into my damn veins. I love that misery. Give me that misery. And then the feeling of reuniting with them and being with them
Oh, it's
again.
just there. Mm-hmm.
And then knowing like the moment, like if you spend a weekend with someone, like the moment I get with them, it's like, I know this is gonna run out and I need to cherish it right now, but I'm already sad. And then once you stop being with them, like once y'all part ways once
Uh-huh.
again and you go back to being long distance and that misery that hits you, that sadness, that oh my God, give me that. I need that. And I think I just need to miss someone all the time,
Mm.
constantly.
Oh, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Um, but you know what you sound like?
I sound like someone who probably doesn't need to be in a relationship, I'm assuming.
No, you sound like an artist. You sound like a musician. You sound like a nigga who steals.
Sorry, I have to go.
No, and she leaves every episode. By the way, we've only had two.
It's our second episode. She leaves every single episode.
She leaves
Seriously, she's so
every time. Oh my gosh, you can't count on her. No, kidding.
no, seriously,
But
she's so
no,
unreliable.
I love that. And that is something that I felt as well. Like that's something that I actually
Yeah,
had to work through whenever me and Sean would hang out, not hang out, when we would see each other for those periods. Um, where I would be like, stop focusing on the fact that he's gonna be gone in like 5 days. Sit in the present. Sit in
yeah,
it.
be grateful. Drown in it.
But it's hard. Drown in it. But it's hard. It was so hard.
Yeah. What was that?
My septum piercing scared me. That's all. And now you're scaring me. You look like you look like Smile, the movie. Do you know that? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God! Wait, tell them to hire me.
I haven't even seen Smile 2. I need to see it. Sorry. Girl, you know I take things too far. No, because if I saw that in my dreams, if I see that in my dreams tonight,
Stop.
I'm gonna give it
Let
a
me be your
big old
sleep
hug.
paralysis
A big old
demon.
first of all, oh my gosh. Sleep paralysis
Seriously.
is the worst thing in the fucking world. I
I've never had
oh
it. Maybe.
I definitely have and it oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's
Wait, you want to
terrifying.
describe it to us?
Don't ever do it if you can't.
Wait, let's also. Why did I just do choir? I was trying to sanctify the space. Mas maambol ba fas kadusado. I'm like, okay, go ahead.
Amen.
Speak on it.
Um
I mean,
no. Oh my gosh. And the grip. But literally no, that shit actually
Oliver.
scares me. It actually scares me till this day. You know how niggas say till this day. But it scares me to this day. What happened was I was sleeping in my sister's bedroom. I was sleeping in her
Wait, have you
bedroom.
told me this?
I might have. So sorry if you're hearing it again. I was sleeping in
Okay.
her bedroom and I was just laying on my back asleep. You know, as niggas do.
Rookie mistake. Rookie
Rick
mistake. Never sleep on your
and I
back.
should have known.
Always sleep on your
Never
stomach, which is the worst for your back and your neck, by the way.
never sleep actually is really the answer. But I was sleeping on my back And quite literally in my dream awake, I don't even understand sleep paralysis, by the way. So I think I was asleep. I don't fully understand it. It felt like I was awake. But it was quite literally like as if my eyes were wide open and I was looking around the room. Oh my gosh, it was getting scared. Okay. But um yes, it was as if I could see the room and ooh, no, and I'm picturing it right now and I'm afraid. And
Uh,
there was this I I call her a lady, but maybe she's not a lady. Maybe they're not a lady.
I have
But
chills. I have chills. I'm gonna cry.
this this white face, and I mean like white all the way, no eyes, no nose, no nothing, just white face came at me and was like, "Oh my god!" I thought I was gonna die. I literally and covered it, not covered, but like wearing like a black ass robe. I was like, oh, this is the end. And then
Um,
I shook myself awake, and I was like, and then I
wait.
from that night on for many months, I did not sleep without the blankets over my head. It's actually to this day, actually, I still at least cover my ears. I go up to here because
No.
I'm so scared.
What I do is if I'm sleeping on my back, which I don't, but now I've had to do it
Don't
for my
do it.
back, I literally have to sleep. No, there's no circulation under that cover.
Of
I'm
course not.
choking.
You don't breathe. But that's the other thing with sleep paralysis is that quite literally paralysis. Like you feel like you can't move. So when I saw this thing coming at me like this, I was like,
Mama, you're scaring me.
I literally was laying there and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I literally was just, and there's like a, at least for me, there was a feeling where I was like, I need to move. Why move? And I just, oh my God, don't fucking piss me off.
No, that's scary
Don't piss
though.
me off.
Yeah. So you're anti long distance relationships. I'm very much
I'm actually
pro.
not. I'm not
I'm quid
anti.
pro quo.
I'm not anti long distance relationship. I'm actually pro them if you're willing to put in the work. And I'm also pro them because something that I really appreciate about the fact of our long distance relationship is that I've had so much solo time. And that probably sounds fucked up because I'm in a relationship. But this is something I've even talked about with him. But I feel like I've been able to live alone for so like the first year you and I were living together, and then after that I've been living alone. And I don't know, I feel like I've learned a lot about myself in this time. Now, am I gonna recommend a long distance relationship? Maybe actually.
Stamp of approval.
But but I guess there's not a but. I think if you're gonna do it, you just have to be willing to put in the work and willing to, I don't know, go along with whatever the fuck happens. Because I have really enjoyed having some solo time, but also knowing I'm locked in with him specifically, not just the fact that I'm locked in, but with him. Um, so I don't know. I've appreciated the time apart, but oh my gosh, I can't wait till he's here next week. By the way, next week.
Yeah. Your life is gonna change for the better. My life is gonna change for the worse.
don't don't because don't even
No,
say that.
your life is gonna change for the better according to you.
She
If
said,
you
"I'm
ask
actually
me,
praying on your downfall. It's gonna get worse."
no, I'm not preying on your downfall. All I'm saying is that you're just gonna be around a man all the time, which is like
No, you're right.
scary.
Well, then tell me this. You asked me about my experience with long distance relationships. Something that
Yes.
I see you be going through. You be going through. Somebody shoot me. You asked. you asked
You're right.
me. You asked me about my experience with long distance relationships. As a lady in the dating world, yay or nay to negging?
Oh, negging.
Yes, negging.
Okay, so I think I need to really quickly, if we can define negging. To me, negging is like you're poking fun at somebody, like you're kind of pushing them and you're being mean to them because you like them.
I mean, maybe. I don't know the true definition of negging, but my first impressions of negging, I don't even like necessarily what you've offered about negging. Just because I think
Sure.
if you like someone, why are you being mean? What are you being mean
Well,
for?
it's like the way like I like you and so I poke fun of you and I'm just flirt
So
with
I punch
you.
you in the face
Well,
sometimes.
not like with so negging is an act of emotional manipulation. Okay, so already a little bit different from what
Oh,
I thought it was.
well,
We're actually going to do an act of emotional manipulation whereby a person makes a deliberate backhanded compliment or otherwise flirtatious remark to another person to undermine their confidence and attempt to engender them in a need for the manipulator's approval. So
oh my
it's like far
goodness.
beyond what.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so not what we thought, first of all.
So if we're talking manipulation, count me out. Actually, no, count me in.
Well,
We're talking
no.
manipulation. Sign me up. Um,
No, you do not want to be manipulated. And you know that.
One thing about me, I love to flirt and I love to kind of poke fun. I don't
And
necessarily
she
know if
loves to
I'm
tell a
if
story.
well, yeah, I lie, but I don't know if I like to manipulate. Like that feels malicious.
No, I wouldn't say that I have ever seen you manipulate. When I when I thought about negging for you, I thought about like, I don't know, it's like hee 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 poke. Whereas this definition gives me something a little bit more insidious. Sounds a
This
little
shit
bit
is
worse.
insidious. Now let me ask you, do you think that the young
Yeah.
man that I'm currently kind of the young man that you know, and we won't really name any names, but that sweet young man that I've kind of been reconnecting with and kind of been chatting with and kind of do you think that he's kind of negging me?
In the
As
definition
someone who's
that
been on
is
group FaceTime with the 3 of us on multiple occasions.
in the definition that you've just read, I would say no because I don't necessarily think it's manipulation.
I want him to manipulate me.
You're
I'm
sick.
kidding. No, I don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, sorry. Go
But I
ahead.
I would I would say that the two of you neg in a sim okay, maybe it's not negging. I need to come up with a new term. The two of you are like sweetly unkind to each other. Um
Mhm.
or like you tease each other. That's
Like
the best way.
flirtatiously.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, flirtatiously teasing.
Like you tease each
Yes.
other for sure. And I would say that's the dynamic that I see between the two of you. Um Now does it go too far? Possibly. Or does it go not even
No,
too
'cause
far?
he, like, kind of pisses
Too
me off
long?
sometimes.
Does it go too long? Maybe.
I would agree. Do you think that's my fault or do you think that's his fault?
Well, if he's doing it, it's his fault. Why would it be your fault if he's doing it?
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying, like, am I the one who's kind of, like, dragging it out, or what do you think? Also, we don't have to talk about this
Oh.
right now, I guess.
Well, based on what I understand, I'd have to say it was his fault. And not even that he's like a
You're
terrible person.
imperfect.
You know
I'm
what?
kidding.
Actually, let me switch that because we are the villains here, so it is your fault.
Yeah. You know what? Let me say this
Say it.
about negging. I am pro negging. No, 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 no.
Wait a
Run it
minute.
back.
Run
I
it
am
back.
not pro negging. I'm actually anti negging because
Anti.
if you're gonna manipulate, just manipulate for the sake of manipulating. Don't manipulate for the sake of sexual or romantic influence. Just do it to do it. Don't do it to like, like just be honest about your intentions. You want to be an asshole to somebody? Be an asshole to somebody. Do it straight up. Don't do it so that you can get in their pants.
Honesty is the best policy.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Maybe that negates the need for negging. That's the honest to God truth about negating the need for negging.
Oh my gosh, the alliteration. I used to love alliteration. I would say when it comes to negging, just based on the definition that you gave, for sure, nay. Negative on that. Negative on that one. But if it's the way that I've seen you do it, I feel like people find that
Okay,
fun.
maybe I just don't neg though. Maybe I'm
I
not a
get right.
negger.
I feel like you're not. Please so pissing. That was the funniest thing you've ever said. Write it down.
That's the honest to God truth about being a negger.
And what I hate about this so much is that it's not picking up. Not a drop of my laughter. Not a
I can't
drop.
hear you
You'd never
laugh.
even know. You would never even know that I was laughing this entire time.
Mama, I know that you're laughing. Okay, we're talking media. You have to talk about commercials. The Super Bowl just happened.
I must.
You even before the Super Bowl, you've had an addiction to commercials that we need to address.
No, and we should, because I don't know where it comes from.
So what is it about commercials that really draw you in?
I love commercials when they are creative. I love but when they're fun, when it feels like, who the fuck thought of that? How did you even
Ooh, how did they muster this up?
you put this together? Because I thought this was about to be a commercial about, I don't know, families coming together and maybe bonding and
Life
da-da-da. And next
insurance
thing you know,
policies.
it's about cigarettes.
Next thing you know, it's about spearmint gum.
Like, and
That
it
extra
will
commercial.
literally, oh, don't even get me started. I don't know
Don't
which
change your
commercial you're talking about, but
extra commercial with the ginger girl and that Hispanic looking boy with the dark hair. Maybe he's not
tell me
Hispanic. Let me
about it.
not.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, please.
Well, it's just the commercial. And the thing is that I saw this commercial. How many times can I say commercial in a sentence? Let's do a count.
One, two so far.
But it's about the commercial was a
Three.
young ginger girl, ginger headed young lady, and this young man. In fact, I'm going to insert a clip. A photo clip. So for our audio listeners, sorry.
Womp
For our
womp.
audio listeners, sorry about that. Love y'all so much. Um, but yeah, I was an extra commercial, and I remember seeing this sophomore year of high school, and it was like two kids, this young lady and this young man. They met at a locker or something, and then they go through life, and then suddenly they're in their like late 20s slash 30s, and they're getting engaged, and it's
Whoa.
a gum commercial. And I said, and by
Well,
the
of
way,
course.
I watched that commercial like it was a movie. I put that shit on repeat, and it had wise men
Wait, I think I
say.
know exactly what commercial you're talking about.
That commercial made me want to learn "Can't Help Falling in Love" by Elvis Presley.
That's his song?
Elvis Presley slash the black woman who actually wrote the song
I was about to say, that
didn't
doesn't
get the
feel right.
credit. Um,
That
or
doesn't feel
black person.
right.
Let me say. Maybe not a woman, maybe a man. Who
Wouldn't it be
knows?
funny if we were just wrong though? And like he did write it himself.
No, he didn't. One thing about Elvis is that he was not a writer. He was a vocalist. He was a performer, but he was not a.
Oh. And only a
Yeah.
musician would know that, y'all. And only a musician would know that. So that's verified source right here.
That's why, like, a lot of people say, like, Elvis is one of the best
Mm.
recording artists, performing artists, but I can assure you,
But
not the author. Okay.
that actually makes a lot of sense because a lot of people hate that guy. A lot of black people, let me be clear. Okay, hate is a strong word, but they have negative feelings towards him because they're like, he stole black people's sound. He stole what black people were doing and he went and popularized it as a white man. But it makes sense that that would have happened based on what you're saying here because he wasn't writing his own shit.
And he never claimed to
But
write it, as far as I know.
okay,
Maybe I'm
but
mistaken. If I'm
who's
mistaken,
gonna question
correct
him?
me.
But did he correct people if they asked? Not even if they asked, but if they said, "Oh my gosh, here's this song, Elvis Presley." He's not gonna say, "And credit to my
Oh, no,
black
no.
writers." Ain't no way.
No. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but
There you
starting
go.
off his career, like, the way he got popular was singing already recorded songs by Black people and singing them as a white man with gusto and sex appeal, which was also new to the 60s for the white populations.
I'm about to get pissed.
The 60s, correct? I
This
believe
sounds like
correct.
the plot of Dreamgirls. Don't piss me off.
No, very similar. But also, I think that Elvis gave so much love to his Black cohorts and his and the Black people who preceded him and the genre that he popularized.
Hope so. I hope
But
so.
just because he gave love and just because he might have maybe given recognition, which maybe he didn't, but also maybe he did, doesn't change the fact that white people are going to say, "Oh, a black person wrote that. Oh, oh, okay. Well,
We don't give a fuck.
we don't give a damn. You're Elvis.
That was actually Elvis.
Thank you,
It didn't check
Elvis.
out.
Thank you,
And you know
Elvis."
what? I'm not even gonna. Okay, okay. There's this lady that I used to work with, not coworker, but not a client either, but just a lady I used to work with. So figure out our relationship. But she was obsessed with Elvis Presley. And when I told her where I
Really?
was from, she was like, "Oh my gosh." And that's why oh my gosh, I love Elvis Presley. And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, "Okay,
Was he
sis."
born in?
In Mississippi. I
Oh,
think he's a
do we have to cut
Mississippi.
that?
Not I mean, not necessarily, but he was a Mississippi artist from my knowledge.
Okay.
Born and raised in Mississippi. At least from what I understand. Maybe I'm wrong. But based on what
I know
this
what happens
lady
if you move
told
to
me,
Tennessee.
she was obsessed with him and she also grew up in Mississippi. And anytime I talked about, yeah, Mississippi, she'd be like, and did you know that I went and I saw Elvis there?
Okay.
Hey, shut
Okay.
the fuck up.
Okay. The way we went from commercials to Can't Help Falling in Love to Elvis.
Well, because who are we to stay on task?
Okay. But anyway, please tell us more about commercials that you love.
Like commercial brand really that I feel like people will love. By the way, not sponsored, but Red Bull. Oh my gosh, I love their commercials. I love every commercial they ever put out.
Ooh.
Their stuff
Yeah.
is so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Like
'Cause
this
what do you mean
one
the
commercial
dog stood up on its hind legs and then opened a door and walked through instead of using the doggy door? What do you mean?
because it had a Red Bull? Okay. I love
This Red
that.
Bull gives you wings?
This Red Bull commercial that I feel like I saw the other day. Oh my gosh, I love it so bad. It was it was this guy and he was supposed to be cutting a wire. There was a bomb. Oh my gosh, trigger warning. I don't know. But there was a bomb and he had to cut the cord for it. Like, you know, it's always like red, blue, green, or yellow, or white, or what color cord are you gonna cut? Blah, 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 blah. And
The
he was trying to figure out.
options.
He was like, "Ooh, I don't know which cord to cut," and he cut one, and it was fine or whatever. But it was like, that wasn't the cord you needed to cut. So the person he was talking to on the intercom or whatever, the radio, whatever, was like, "Don't worry, there's a Red Bull right behind you. If you drink that Red Bull, it'll give you the answer." And I mean, I don't think they said all of this, but basically that was what they were insinuating. It'll give you the answer, and
That's
you'll
the best.
know which cord to cut. So then the guy he gets up and he's moving literally at a snail's pace, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he doesn't get to the Red Bull, and it literally explodes. And that is what I love about Red Bull. They always keep you guessing.
So everything blew up and he died?
think he died. I think at
Everything
the
everything
end,
blew up and he died, trigger warning?
I think at the end he was like, "Damn, I wish I got not Red Bull or something like that." But I loved
Mm.
that commercial because I was
Red
just
Bull
like,
gives you wings.
I didn't expect him to fail. I didn't expect that the
Yeah.
twist of the story was he's gonna fail, and that's how I know you want me to buy this. I thought he was gonna get it, and that's how you wanted me to buy it.
Were there any
Like, yes,
commercials that stood out to you during the Super Bowl? Because I'll be honest, I
let me
was
tell you, the
during
Super
all the
Bowl is one
commercials.
place.
Sorry.
No, I
Let me
think
try
it's
that
because
again.
of the lag.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and let you speak. I think it's because of the lag.
Were there any
Let me tell you something about those Super Bowl commercials. I feel like when I was younger, I actually really did, and maybe this is just romanticizing my younger childhood, but I feel like there was something
No,
about those commercials again that I was just like, oh, these are so fun.
they were so
But
good when we were
no,
kids.
what I've seen at least the past 2 years, but dare I say the last five or more, if we go back to fucking what is it fucking called? Puppy Monkey Baby. That shit don't piss me
Oh,
off. When
shit.
that shit started, no. For me, that was the beginning of the end. But no, I love a commercial that is actually, it doesn't even have to be substance. Because I'm sorry, I get it. It's a commercial. You're selling me something, whatever. But can you make it fun? Can you make it fun at least? Because I'm not gonna buy your product. Let's be honest. I'm broke. I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh
But
my
can you make
god.
me? Can we have a good time? Like,
At least make me want to buy it. Let me think to myself,
yes,
okay, I have the money to buy Subaru. Okay, how long do I have to save? Okay, I have to save for the next 27 months.
300
I have to save for the next 339 days if I want to
at least.
afford. If I want to
Okay.
afford.
Not sponsored, by the way. Do you know some commercials? Their jingles. Okay, let me comment because I'm getting excited. Some of their jingles, literally, I will never forget them. USAA, USAA. Yeah. Um,
Um,
there's that one.
we are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Oh, maybe I mixed them up. Whatever.
No, wait, no.
Exactly.
The we are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum,
We
bum, bum,
are
bum.
farmers. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. What is that? Farmers Mutual or something? I don't fucking know. I just like the sound. I'm
Yeah.
entertained. But so I've talked enough about how much I love commercials. What's some media that's been really piquing your interest recently?
Oh, yes. So my media is The Medallion by Ruth Hunduma. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it's a story of Aishabad in Ethiopia in the 1970s, from the perspective of her mom, from the perspective of the director's mom. And it's a
Mhm.
very powerful, very, very powerful story. Aishabad was a very dark time in Ethiopia's history. It was when Ethiopia was taken over by communist ideology, which I will not say is inherently bad,
Mhm.
but we see in practice a lot of times communism doesn't necessarily go that well.
Doesn't. It doesn't.
Um, and that was the case for Keshavar, which literally translates to red terror.
Mm.
And it's very, very emotional, very vulnerable, and also very dark. Like just in Ethiopia's history, a lot of Ethiopians don't talk about Keshavar.
Yeah.
And basically, the director tells the story of, her mom's experience in Keshavar through the perspective of a family artifact. It's very interesting.
That is
It's
so interesting. I
it
love that.
is. It's very informative, but it is truly just a fraction of the greater story and the history, because Aishabad, like, I guess it happened over a 2-year period, but the authoritarian leader who's kind of the face of Aishabad was in power for like 17 years or something like that.
Oh
So
my gosh.
It's a very interesting story. Ethiopia's history is so complex and convoluted,
Yeah.
and yeah, we'll link it down below if you want to um watch the documentary. It's only 18 minutes, and I really really enjoyed it. And I
Mhm.
think you should watch it
And I
if you
will.
haven't already. I definitely recommend that. And also, I've been obsessed with Doechii. Doechii, like I just love her so damn
Hell
much.
yeah.
I love what she represents, which is black women in hip hop, black women in boom bap rap, in the storytelling. She is so beautiful. She's been working so hard for so many years. And I just love to see her getting the recognition she deserves.
I
I'm going to bump that
some
shit every single day.
love some Doechii. Oh my gosh, I love some Doechii.
We're addicted to her.
Um, yeah, deeply, 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 deeply addicted.
Beeply, beeply, beeply. Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's the honest to God truth about being new.
that's the honest to God truth about being a nagger.
Being new and a
All
nigger.
about ends today. Interesting. The N word. The honest to God truth about the N word.
Let us know in the comments if you are pro negging. Let us know how you're feeling. If the vibes are up, if the vibes are nude, if the vibes are negative. Same with
Yeah.
thumbs.
So yes, you can find us in almost anywhere at AWTV Pod or our website awtvpod.buzzsprout.com. But we will link it all below. Um, yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you have a great one, whatever it is.
Thank you. We leave you with love and light and plenty of N words to carry you through the week.